Hello, as most of you know, my name is Nathan Walton, and I wanted to first just thank you for watching this video. And I also wanted to just take a moment to tell you a bit about some amazing things that have been happening in my life. So the most amazing thing is that I was recently married. So me and Diamond Bruner Walton now, we met as undergraduates at UVA years ago and are now entering the 7th month of our marriage. And this has been just an amazing and really formative time for both of us. It's been a great experience to begin this process of learning how to really serve each other well in the context of marriage and how to grow together. And so that's the most amazing thing happening to me and to us. The other amazing thing is that I'm now in the 3rd year of the PhD program in religious studies at UVA, and I'm having a ball, having a blast, learning a lot about what it means to teach theology and to do theology and to learn about it. And so to tell you a bit about that, I have been teaching for the past 2 years as a teaching assistant in some classes, and this past summer I was able to teach my own course in a local jail as well on spiritual autobiography. And so God's just been opening up all these different doors for me to teach and to serve and to take some of the ideas that I've been learning after being a religious studies major as an undergraduate and after being in seminary and take those ideas and then see how they meet people's real lives and concrete lives. And so it's been great, and probably the most amazing thing happening right now after being married is that I have recently accepted a position, a newly created position at the Charlottesville Vineyard Church as their community life pastor. And to tell you a bit about how this all happened, about a year ago, some of my friends who were attending Charlottesville Vineyard Church said, "Hey, there's this really great church. It's small, it's still like a church plant, but God's doing some crazy things there, amazing things there. You should come out." So I was like a little skeptical, not really. I mean, when someone tells you that a church is amazing, of course they go, they're gonna probably think it's amazing, right? So I came there a little skeptical. And so I show up and I see this kind of young, but really vibrant community, and I kind of found myself sucked in. And one of the reasons why was that this is a community that not only believed in the power of God and believed in God moving, but a community that believed that God wanted to bring people together from different backgrounds, different cultures, even different socioeconomic statuses, and to have them experience life together and experience the power of the gospel together. And so just to get a glimpse of that in my first visits there, it kind of floored me. And so I found myself drawn in, and a year later, here I am accepting a new position of community life pastor with them. So to tell you a little bit about what I do, I work with our lead pastor to cast vision for our church, to organize and direct our small groups, to train and equip and provide pastoral support for leaders, to oversee community meals, a bunch of things that relate to what it means to form us as a Jesus-centered community in Charlottesville. And one of the things that is a byproduct of us being a small community and a young community is that we don't yet have the financial resources to bring me on to paid staff. And so I've been volunteering, but I also volunteer at the university with InterVarsity Christian Fellowship, and I'm also doing a lot of stuff with the university as a student and as a teacher. So there are a lot of things that I'm kind of juggling. But I don't view the limitation of financial resources as a hindrance to God's work at the Charlottesville Vineyard Church. I think it's really an opportunity that God is providing for us to invite other people like you to partner in the work that He's doing. And so I have a goal of raising about $36,000 to fund my position. And I have 2 invitations for you. The first invitation is to prayerfully consider being a member of my monthly financial support team. Any gifts that you give not only pay for my salary, but they also give us as a church an operational budget to cover expenses related to ministry trainings that I put on, to cover expenses related to events and community meals that we do, just to help us to continue to do the work that God has kind of given us the responsibility over. And so I just wanted to invite you to prayerfully consider that. Any gifts that you give are tax deductible. They can easily be made on our website at covineyard.org. And they would go a long way in terms of helping us to keep this momentum that we started. To really see God move in our church, to really see God continue to bring people together from a variety of different backgrounds, and to be a witness for what it means to live together and to worship together and to learn from one another in our own context. So I pray that you would consider being a part of that team. And the second invitation I wanted to offer to you is just to consider being a member of our prayer team. So one thing we value, maybe above everything else as a church, is praying for other people, praying with other people. And so we would love to have people praying on our behalf, praying that God will continue to move, praying that God will continue to help people to experience healing in our church. And so for anybody who decides to be a member of our prayer team or a member of our my monthly financial support team, I'll be sending out a newsletter once a month just to update you on the impact that your gifts are having and your prayers are having, and to keep you abreast of how God's moving in our church. So I'd invite you to prayerfully consider that, and I look forward to being in touch soon. God bless.